The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from Heinz Field.
Here we go. Yeah.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Undercrush, undercrush.
First carry for James Conner. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
30. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Quarter. Wide, get wide. SOS.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Block 80. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Swirl. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
180. You got him. Take both of them. He's coming. Double up. King. He's coming. Double up. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
On second down, Connor looking for space. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it, baby.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set. Black 80. Check. 55. 8. I got you.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Yep.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Get ready.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Giants.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Put them on the buses. Hey, wahoo! 198.
Now Jones.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Gallman. muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Last stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
That's what I do. Hey, Delta. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Throwing Jones. And Tate's got it. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
70, Indy, 55. I got one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jones throw on target to Shepard. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
that was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
3 down. I got you. I got you.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch. Sponge. No. Switch.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Hey, we get first. Got to spin. Watch 7.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Check. Lucky. Check.
On first and 10 is Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Mike, 55.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's into the clear. The 40. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Samuels. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Tack these 2. Check. Take both of them. Check 24.
On first down, Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. James Washington was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
22, 44. Go! Hey! 55, Mike, 55! All you get is a headache! 55's mine, guys, 55.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Go! Get that ball! Hey, Charlie! Hit it! 26, Mike!
On second down, here's Barkley.
Let's go! Come on, run!
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
98, watch 98. 98's the mic. Here I come! Hey, Alpha!
On 3rd and 2, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
8, read. Ready? Double tight, guys. No! You got 3 down, 3 down. Shoot!
A first down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Now.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Down. 30 base. 98's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, right? This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go,
An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Looking to throw. Jones. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
There we go, there we go.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 52.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got you. Show that bench release and go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Here's Connor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
High 7. You better bring it. Mike.
Roethlisberger will throw. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's another Steelers first down.
Like 80. 55. Eat. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Watch that. Watch the twist. Check 26. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger.
Squeeze, double.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No spacing. Check back. Hey, Sue. Watch the out. Mike 55. I'm coming, baby. Alert. Mike 55.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just
rush coming, and he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. This is Gallman. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
What? Snickers, no, sin. 50.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Go!
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready? Like 5. Mike 29. Jack 16. 29 is the Mike.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Let's go!
Roethlisberger coming up with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's go, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Javon Hargrave in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 37. Watch the slant. There we go. 37's the Mike.
Back to throw.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know it. What's my name? What's my name?
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.